Ah, traveler, it's always good to see you. I have a tale, if you have time to listen.
The graveyard isn't empty. It's organized. Chapter 8. Graveyard Patrol. The holy light stayed distant, always distant. Rodney kept expecting it to draw nearer as he walked, for the fog to thin, or the sky to brighten, or the air to shift. But the beacon ahead remained stubbornly far away, like the world itself was stretching between him and it. A treadmill made of graves. Cool, he muttered. Love a good cosmic prank. Really builds character. His voice died quickly in the fog, swallowed like it was afraid to travel too far. He tightened his grip on the sword. The helmet felt heavy on his skull, the boots stiff around his ankles, but he felt safer. Not safe, just less naked. One zombie at a time. Find loot. Don't panic. Don't die again. Simple plan. He took a deep breath. Crunch. Rodney froze. That sound hadn't come from him. Slowly, painfully slowly, he turned his head to the right. 3 silhouettes moved between the gravestones, not shuffling, not wandering, patrolling. Step, step, pause. Heads turning in eerie synchronicity, jaws slack, eyes dim but aware in a hollow, instinctual way. Patrols? They have patrols? Why do they have that? The nearest zombie turned sharply, head cocking like a crow spotting movement. Rodney ducked behind a monument, heart pounding so loud he was sure the undead could hear it. Don't move. Don't breathe. Don't. The patrol stopped. Rotting faces tilted upward, sniffing the air. Something cold slid down Rodney's spine. He clutched the sword tighter, knuckles whitening. Then the zombies split. 2 heading left, 1 drifting right. Right. Toward him. Rodney's thoughts spiraled. Fight it. No. Run. No. Running draws the others. No. Hiding might work? No. Nothing works. No. No. A cold clarity washed over him, slicing through the panic like a knife through cloth. His breath slowed. His shoulders lowered, his stance adjusted instinctively. He wasn't choosing calm, it was choosing him. The zombie drifted around the monument, inches away. Its ruined hand brushed the stone right where his cheek had been moments earlier. Rodney stepped forward before he realized he was moving. 1 clean thrust, upward, under the jaw, into the skull. The zombie jerked once and sagged. Rodney lowered the body silently, carefully. He didn't breathe until it touched the ground. The other 2 hadn't noticed. They drifted further along their route, shuffling into the deeper fog. Rodney exhaled shakily. What is wrong with me? He remembered everything. He'd chosen that attack. He'd seen the angle and moved without thinking. Not panic. Not desperation. Precision. Rodney swallowed hard, forcing his hands to stop trembling. He crouched and worked quickly, stripping the corpse of anything useful. A belt, a pouch, a dagger with a badly notched edge. Every little thing mattered. Every scrap of metal was one more chance to live. He rose slowly, eyes following the dissolving patrol until they vanished behind the crooked stone rows. That was almost bad. That was bad. He pushed deeper into the graveyard. The fog thickened again. The stones grew taller. The trees twisted tighter overhead. And the ground began to slope downward. Subtly at first, then steeply enough that he had to brace his steps. The air changed. Colder, heavier, oily, like the breath of something sleeping in a chamber deep beneath him. The holy light still flickered ahead, but now it pulsed. Slow, rhythmic, like a heartbeat. He didn't like what that implied. Rodney took another cautious step and heard it. Not the drag of feet, Not the groan of patrols. A thump. A heavy, deliberate thump. Then another, close enough that dust vibrated off the nearest headstone. Rodney's breath stopped. Those aren't zombie footsteps. No, this was something big. Something that walked with purpose. A boss. The fog shifted, as though bowing away from the sound. Even the undead patrols seemed to retreat, drifting into the deeper shadows and falling silent. Whatever was coming, they didn't want to be near it. Rodney pressed his back against a tilted monument, chest tight, fingers slick on the sword hilt. The thumps grew louder, closer, steady, like a massive, rotting heart beating against the earth. Something moved in the fog, tall, broad, the silhouette warped but unmistakably humanoid. Huge, armored, dragging something behind it. Metal scraped stone. Rodney's throat closed. Nope, absolutely not. I'm too level 1 for this. His heart hammered against his ribs. Every instinct screamed, run. Every instinct screamed, don't move. Both impulses tangled in his chest until he felt frozen in place. The huge silhouette paused, turned slightly, listening. Rodney didn't dare breathe. A distant moan echoed from the far side of the graveyard. One of the patrols had spotted something. The massive figure turned sharply toward the sound, then lumbered away, footsteps pounding like falling trees. Rodney sagged to his knees, shaking in silent relief. I'm gonna die in this tutorial. I'm not even out of the graveyard. I haven't even gotten to the lady who tried to drop-kick me into reincarnation hell. He wiped sweat from his face, unsure how he was sweating in this cold, and forced himself back to standing. He looked toward the holy light. Still distant, still waiting. Rodney swallowed hard. Okay. One step at a time. Just don't get eaten. Don't get stomped. Don't. A bone snapped behind him. Rodney spun. A zombie lurched directly at him, closer than it had any right to be. He swung the sword out of instinct. The blade caught it low across the ribs. Cracked bone. The zombie staggered. Rodney stepped in, finishing it with a clean thrust to the skull. The body dropped. The soul slid into him. Warm. Cold. Wrong. He exhaled shakily and wiped the blade on the grass. Okay, I guess we're doing this. He tightened his grip and marched forward, toward the pulsing light, toward the temple, toward whatever massive thing stalked the graveyard. The path narrowed. The fog thinned, and the sound of dragging metal echoed faintly somewhere ahead, waiting. Next time, the graveyard stops watching and starts pushing back. At the crossroads, Rodney won't be fighting patrols. He'll be fighting numbers, and whatever scraps of gear he can tear from the dead might be the only thing keeping him standing.
Wasn't that interesting? Now don't forget to subscribe for more.
And ring the bell for your server.